So in today's video I'm going to be doing a quick first impressions and review on the new L'Oreal Pure Clay Masks. I picked up one of them when I was in Boots yesterday and I thought I'd give it a go for the first time on camera. I've heard people talk about these because I know a lot of people received them in PR with all three masks, but I haven't actually heard anyone give any sort of reviews on it, so I thought I'd try one out. They are on offer at the moment in Boots for £5 each. So if I really like the one that I've got, I might go out and get another one because there was two that I was debating between. When we went into Boots, they had like a stand on one of the ends of the aisles with all the masks in, and then they had these leaflets, which I don't know if these are a bit gimmicky, but me and my sister and my mum are kind of playing around with them. And you basically get 3 discs in the leaflet, and I've actually saved one for this video, and it's got like this grey oval on the opposite side, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to push it on your forehead, and then you've got like a guide here, and it basically tells you which mask you should go for, so whether or not you've got oily skin, normal skin or dull skin. If you know which mask you want to get, I would just get that one rather than going by this, because we did try it in the shop when we had makeup on, and we brought some of these home and tried them when we didn't have makeup on, and it did make a big difference. So I'd just be wary of going by what this says before purchasing, in case you've got like, you know, a lot of foundation and you push it on and it doesn't give you a right reading. You want to put it on your bare skin. So I've got absolutely nothing on my skin now, and I'm just going to take it, and you basically hold it on your forehead and then just push for 3 seconds like that, and then you peel it off, and I'll show you up close what it looks like. So according to this, I actually got the right mask for my skin, which is normal skin. So basically, L'Oreal come out with 3 clay masks. They come out with one which is a glow mask, which exfoliates the skin surface to illuminate skin tone, and that's for people with dull skin. They come out with a detox one, which is one that I've got, which acts like a magnet to draw out impurities to clarify the skin, which sounds exactly like the kind of thing that I would want. Or they do a purity one, which works deep into the pores to purify and mattify the skin. I was actually umming between the detox one and the glow one. I don't want something that's too mattifying because I do get a bit sort of dry around my nose. So I don't think that that mask would be the one for me. The one I'm going to be doing, it says it's 3 pure clays with some charcoal. I've actually heard quite a lot about sort of using charcoal in your skincare. I'm going to give this a go. I haven't even opened it. So it comes in a big box, and then you take it out. You don't get any sort of applicator to apply it, so I'm probably just going to use like a foundation brush or something. And I really actually like the packaging. It feels very heavy. And then you open it and it's got like a plastic bit, and then you take it out and you've got a black mask, which there is a smell to it. It's like almost like perfume. It smells nice. It's not ridiculously strong, but it definitely has a scent to it. So if you're bothered by that, you might not like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my hair out of my face. So you're supposed to use this 2 to 3 times a week. So 10 uses, you know, it's not that bad. It will last you a fair amount of time. But I suppose it just depends on how, you know, how much and how often your skin needs it for. I generally only use face masks at certain times during the month when I do have a little bit more breakouts. At the moment my skin is actually pretty clear, but I have got a lot of sort of dry patches on my forehead. Got really sunburned at the weekend. I'd probably just use this once a week. I probably wouldn't use it any more than that. Yeah, so my skin is clean. I'm just going to use my Real Technique stippling brush, just because this is a brush that I really don't use that often, just to apply a thin layer. I'm just going to take some of the product off the cap. Oh, it's quite thick. It's a lot thicker than what I thought it was going to be. And I'm just going to brush a very thin layer on my face. Being careful to like go around my eyes and things like that. Okay, so this is definitely feels so nice on the skin. On my face feels very tight, and it does feel like not drying, but it feels a lot drier than what I thought. I have put a very thin layer on. Whether or not it's too thin, I don't know. I'm just, you know, this is my first time using it, but it does feel nice on the skin. It feels quite refreshing as well because it's nice and cold. I can kind of see where it's thinner. It reminds me of like the Glam Glow mask. It's slightly lighter than this, and then as it sort of starts to dry, you can see like the black dots on the nose where it's sort of pulling out into the pores. So I'm going to leave this on, and I'll come back in about 7 minutes or so just so we can see how it looks after that. And then I'll wash it off and I'll give my final thoughts on it. So I've had this mask on now for about 7 or 8 minutes and it's got so dry and tight I can barely talk. I can touch it all and feel like how dry it is. And I'm going to zoom in a bit because I want you to see my nose, because it definitely reminds me of the Glam Glow mask. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like, I think it's like the original ones. Where all my pores are, you can see, and it's on my chin a bit as well. Not so much like on my cheeks, but more on my nose and a little bit here on my forehead, but it's so dry I can't even open my mouth. So I'm excited to see what it's going to do to my nose, whether or not it will clear blackheads or anything like that. But it definitely, like, it's so dry. It still feels like really nice and refreshing though. It's not like cold anymore. So I'm going to go and wash it off and then I'll be back to show you my skin after. So I've just rinsed it all off my face and it come off nicely. I just put some warm water, like splashed it on my face, and it was a bit messy because there was just like grey water everywhere. But it did wash off nicely. I didn't find I had to like scrub my skin or anything. And my face feels so nice. Like my skin just feels so good. My pores, I feel like they look a lot cleaner, and my skin just feels like fresh. So I really like this. If this is how it is after one use, I'll be very interested to know how it is after sort of using it a couple of times. So I think for the first like week or two, I might use it like twice a week just to see what difference it makes. But my skin does feel, it feels so like soft and just refreshed. I definitely recommend checking these out. Something else which I didn't mention is that what L'Oreal have actually said is that you could buy all 3 masks and use them on certain areas of your face if you have like a problem. So if you have like a really oily T-zone, then you'd get the Purity one and you just put that in your T-zone. If you feel like your cheeks are really dull, then you'd use the Glow one on your cheeks, and then maybe like use this one on your chin or anything like that. I think it's a really good idea. I really feel like it might be worth checking out the other 2. I know that my sister is probably planning on buying the Purity one because she does have a lot oilier skin than I do. So if she gets it, maybe I might use a little bit and see how it is. But I definitely will pick up the Glow one next time. So after a couple of weeks of me using this, I will do sort of an update on how I feel about it, whether or not it's made a huge difference after a lot more uses. If you're going to pick one of these up, I'd pick it up now just while it is on offer. But like I said, I will definitely be going to Boots next time I can and pick up the Glow one. I feel like this is the one that they have the least of. So I think that a lot more people are going to go for the Detox one than any of the others. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any other sort of skincare items that you want me to do, like first impressions or reviews on, then just let me know and leave any recommendations down below. I'm always looking for stuff to help me with my skin. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already, because yes, I'd appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!